ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Mark 54. I got you, Pop.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
So now an early third and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's fourth. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
check. Hey, let's go. Check. 53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. All day, dog. Hey, free players. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. First and 10 at the 19. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it now with Sproles. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big run there by Freeman. 65 yards on the ground.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80. 53. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Safety's creeping. Safe.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Bound to lose one. Hey, 59, ready. Let's see. Face.
Here's Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Trying the right side with Howard. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Howard. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Wentz on target there to Jeffrey. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. On first down, they run with Howard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Now Wentz. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, Charles, 18 of the 32 teams have now played 8 games, half their season. The other 14 will reach the midway point next week, so we'll save the midseason grades and awards until then. But
thank you. I like that.
We'll wait on that. But let's look at a few underperforming teams thus far that have played 8 games, and you tell me what you think their final record's going to be. Now, let's start with the Chargers at 3-5.
Big win in Chicago on Sunday. I like them to go 5-3 down the stretch. And that gives them 8 wins. Actually, have them go 6-2. I think they're going to go 9-7.
Ooh, right there on the edge of the playoffs. Okay, let's stay in the AFC West. How about the Broncos at 2-6 right now?
I just don't see that offense improving. I think that they win 2 more games and go 4-12.
Okay. And Giants, 2-6. They're underperforming.
Yeah, but their schedule really lightens up on the back end. They're playing hard. I'm going to give them 6 wins, 6-10.
Lastly, and I might duck under the table when you answer this one, the Falcons at 1-7.
That's a tough one because I wonder about what's going to happen with their head coach. But I think they'll play better down the stretch. 4 wins, 4-12.
You're off the hot seat, my friend.
Thank you.
Now on 2nd and 13, Ryan is going to have the hook up to Gage. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Hey, Delta. 45.
To throw, it's Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Elliott puts this one through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Jones has it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
I'm confused. 14, 82, 14.
From the 27, Wentz completes it to Aguilar. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll run on first down. Howard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 41-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Pilot, 64, weak. Dre 15, Dre 15.
Wentz now to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On first down, it's Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Get out! Wait!
Second and 10 now. Ryan throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Fletcher Cox picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Wentz now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-6. For just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Team 6. Team 6. 53. Check 53. 51. Some.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 49 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are back within a single score. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Vic Beasley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
21.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to throw. This one caught by Ridley. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Drop deep, drop deep. 20.
Back to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
They're going to give it to Sproles. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. After the sack on first down, Ryan under pressure again, and down he goes again. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you